Hello, today's video we have the following content.
Xiao Zhan's rights protection blind box continues to open, and he applies for compulsory execution of black fans, with a resolute and firm attitude. Xiao Zhan's rights protection blind box continues to open, and he applies for compulsory execution of black fans, with a resolute and firm attitude. I like Xiao Zhan's clear love and hate, decisive and straightforward attitude, and never dragging his feet. On this side, a lot of manpower, material and financial resources are spent to produce albums for fans to listen to for free, and he spoils his fans willfully, and on the other side, he will never be soft in defending his rights and suing the knight. According to the Xiao app, recently, because LV Mau Mau failed to fulfill the apology obligation determined by the effective judgment, the Beijing Internet Court announced the judgment of the case of Xiao Zhan in his reputation rights dispute. The announcement shows that the defendant's remarks are obviously subjective and malicious, and will cause the public to reduce the social evaluation of the plaintiff, constituting an infringement of Xiao Zhan's reputation rights. The court ruled that LV Mau Mau publicly apologized and compensated for economic losses and reasonable expenses of 8,713 yuan. The case process information shows that in September this year, LV Mau Mau was enforced for this case. This is the third Xiao Zhan black fan who has been enforced after Zhang Mau Mau and Wang Mau Mau in recent days. Netizens commented that the behavior of these black fans is not as simple as keyboard warriors talking nonsense. They often slander and defame an artist who has never hurt them on the internet. This is the behavior of cyberbullies. Especially Wang, who was enforced a few days ago, is even more hateful. Because he is a star chaser, he slanders and abuses Xiao Zhan, who he thinks is his idol's opponent, and even instigates minors to write letters and make phone calls on the line to complain about Xiao Zhan without reason. He was enforced by the court, and he opened another account and openly shouted on the internet, "My whole family is in the system, what can you do to me?" It really opened my eyes. The most terrifying thing is that Wang has been slandering Xiao Zhan on the internet for 20 years. It is not until today that Xiao Zhan has succeeded in defending his rights. It can be seen that the road to defending rights is difficult. Xiao Zhan is very tough. He opens all blind boxes for defending rights one after another. He is not afraid of slowness or difficulty, and he settles them one by one. This is not only a protection for himself, but also an explanation to those who like him. Let everyone rest assured that he can protect himself well. The internet is not a lawless place. Don't think you can do whatever you want by hiding behind the scenes. Everyone must be responsible for their own words and deeds. If you still insist on doing it your own way, the law will teach you a lesson. I hope Xiao Zhan's rights protection blind boxes will continue to be open one after another. If one day I see that Yahoo, Fengsh, Fugi, etc., the absolute main force who charged and fought on the front line of the internet, can be brought to justice, I think I will completely get out of the heavy rain that lasted for 10 months in 2020 according to the Xiao app. Recently, because LV Mau Mau failed to fulfill the obligation to apologize as determined by the effective judgment, the Beijing Internet Court announced the judgment of the case involving Xiao Zhan in his reputation rights dispute. The announcement shows that the defendant's remarks are obviously subjectively malicious and will cause the public to reduce the social evaluation of the plaintiff, constituting an infringement of Xiao Zhan's reputation rights. The court ruled that LV Mau Mau publicly apologized and compensated for economic losses and reasonable expenses of 8,713 yuan. The case process information shows that in September this year, LV Mau Mau was enforced for this case. Xiao Zhan's profile picture source, Visual China previously reported that this was not the first time Xiao Zhan applied for compulsory execution. On October 29, the defendant Zhang Mau Mau failed to fulfill his apology obligation. Xiao Zhan applied for compulsory execution and disclosed the main content of the judgment of the case. The announcement stated that the accused infringing blog posts posted by the defendant on his account directly named the plaintiff Xiao Zhan. Judging from the content, they were also aimed at Xiao Zhan personally, with clear directionality and direct correspondence. The above-mentioned blog posts accused of insults are obviously subjectively malicious and will cause a reduction in Xiao Zhan's social evaluation, constituting an infringement of reputation rights. In the end, the court sentenced the defendant Zhang to publicly apologize and compensate for mental damages of 8,000 yuan and reasonable expenses of 1,500 yuan. On November 5, 2024, because the person subject to execution Wang Maomao failed to fulfill his obligation to apologize. The court issued an announcement announcing the civil judgment of the dispute between Xiao Zhan and his network infringement liability. According to the judgment, the defendants Wang Maomao published 152 insulting and defamatory infringing content in the past year, seriously infringing Xiao Zhan's reputation. The court ruled that Wang Maomao must publicly apologize to Xiao Zhan on his account involved in the case, and compensate for mental damages of 8,000 yuan and reasonable expenses of 3,600 yuan, totaling 11,600 yuan. According to the latest announcement of the court, Wang Maomao was eventually enforced by the court for failing to fulfill his obligation to apologize. Public information shows that Xiao Zhan is a male actor and singer in mainland China. In 2015, he participated in Zhejiang Satellite TV's talent development talent show Burning Boy as a contestant. On June 27, 2019, the ancient costume fantasy drama The Untamed was broadcast on the online platform, and Xiao Zhan won attention for his role as Wei Wuxin. On January 24, 2020, Xiao Zhan appeared on the CCTV Spring Festival Gala for the first time, performing the sketch Like You, Like Me with Zina and others in recent years. With the development of the entertainment industry and the improvement of the commercial value of artists, cases of infringement of artists' portrait rights, reputation rights, etc. have emerged one after another, and many well-known artists have been troubled by such problems. In addition to Xiao Zhan, many artists such as Yang Mi, Zhao Liang, and Diliba have also suffered infringement of their portrait rights or reputation rights in recent years, and have taken legal measures to protect the rights and interests and applied for compulsory execution. Take Yang Mi as an example. She has encountered unauthorized use of her portrait many times, such as businesses using her photos for advertising without authorization, and even posting false statements on social media platforms. In this regard, Yang Mi defended her rights through litigation and eventually obtained compensation through a court ruling. The execution of the case played a certain deterrent role. Zhao Liang also encountered malicious hype from the brand when endorsing products, and even fabricated false information to affect her public image. Through legal procedures, Zhao Liang not only successfully defended her rights, but also called on the public to pay attention to the legitimate rights and interests of artists. Diliba has also been troubled by similar problems in recent years, and her portrait has been used to promote products or spread false information many times. Faced with the infringement, Diliba's team took decisive legal action, which not only protected their own image, but also served as a warning to improper behavior in the industry. Over the years, more and more artists have responded to infringement issues through legal means, which reflects the importance of public figures to their own rights and interests, and also shows the importance of the law in protecting the rights and interests of artists. The enforcement of these cases not only brought justice to the artists, but also sent a signal to the outside world to respect the law and maintain justice. The second category is infringement cases related to the reputation rights of celebrities. Lawyer Zhang Wei pointed out that the infringement of reputation rights refers to the malicious damage to the social evaluation of the character, reputation, talent or credit of celebrities. If the infringement leads to a decline in the public's social evaluation of the celebrity, it may constitute an infringement of the right to reputation. This type of infringement is mainly manifested in the form of insults and defamation, which are common on online platforms and media reports. For example, Zhang Kaili's case is typical. She took legal action to protect her reputation because she was slandered by false information. In this case, some internet users spread false news through social media and even used insulting words to attack Zhang Kaili's character and professional performance, trying to maliciously damage her public image. These actions not only caused her personal mental damage, but also had a negative impact on her career and social evaluation. Another common form of defamation is spreading rumors. In order to pursue traffic, some self-media and internet users deliberately create or spread false information about celebrities, such as false gossip, negative news, and even maliciously hype the private lives of celebrities. These behaviors not only interfere with the normal working life of celebrities, but also may cause public misunderstanding and unnecessary controversy. Lawyer Zhang Wei emphasized that in recent years, the number of legal lawsuits against celebrities for defamation has increased significantly, not only because of the increase in infringements, but also because celebrities attach more importance to their own rights and interests. She believes that public figures take legal action not only to protect their own rights and interests, but also to promote the purification of the internet environment and make more people aware of the importance of respecting the reputation of others.
Thank you for watching the video. If this is your first time watching a video, please subscribe to the channel, like and leave your comments to help us develop your channel.